one thing, if I can find the picture, I'll bring it in. My father built me a straw house, a little house, like we used to call them babby houses years ago to play in.
Yeah.
He built the whole house with straw and a doorway in it.
Wow.
And I have a picture of it. I suppose about 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So we played in the house, and it was somewhere we could go. But it was literally a house of straw.
Yeah.
But it'd be big.
Yeah, how big was it? Like?
Yeah, I can't remember the exact size, but it'd be biggish.
You'd always seen the figure, I suppose, when you're
Yeah,
little. When you're
yeah.
starting,
I think I have a picture of it somewhere, but I'm not sure.
It'd be great to see it, yeah, if you have a picture.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see what it looked like. Yeah.
No sign of mobile phones when we
That's
were young,
right.
or television.
We played in that house.
The radio.
Yeah.
Wonderful, we were always busy. We
Yeah.
didn't know what the
Never
word bored meant.
bored, yeah.
Yeah.
Never used it. You didn't understand the meaning of the word
No.
bored.
No.
I was out of the country from I was 15, 16 till 1972.
Okay. Whereabouts were you?
I was
think
in
you said
London.
before. London, okay.
Yeah. And then I left again in 1994 and I was away for another till 2005. So I was more in touch then with history here than I would have been in my younger teenager. What interest have you in history?
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
I don't know about this subject, how it...
And when you were living in London, like were you aware of kind of political things that were happening kind of in London at the time?
Not really. I was a teenager and it was the Flower Power days.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was 1960, 61 to 72, 60-ish to 72.
Yeah.
And no, I wouldn't. I had a survival kick on there too, Curry. And my mother decided that we should sell, and I think she owed money, that we would sell and go to London. And we spent 2 weeks, we had enough money to spend 2 weeks in a small hotel. And after that the money ran out. I remember being told that the boys had to go in one hostel and the girls had to go in another hostel. And I was the eldest, and I said, no hostel for me. And I went off out looking for a job. And
How many
I got
brothers and sisters did you
I
have?
had a sister and 2 brothers.
Okay.
There's 2 girls and 2 boys.
Yeah.
And I went and I got a job the first day I went out, a live-in job.
Were you 15, did you say?
I was about 15 and a half.
Yeah.
It was in a pub. It was live-in. I was kind of a housekeeper.
Yeah.
But I ended up, I was the housekeeper, then I was the barmaid, then I had my own bar in that cocktail bar, opened a cocktail bar. And then I went into management in the pub trade.
Absolutely fantastic.
But I worked all the way up, and it was tough years. You're on a survival kick, you don't really have much interest in the politics of the country.
Current affairs, whatever.
On the other side of it,
Then I knew if I got into Navan I'd find a job. There were no jobs around, this was the 80s now. So I got a job, again I knew the matron in Navan Hospital, and I went down to her one day and I said, "Your job, I need a job, I need to feed my kids." And she gave me a job. And I stayed there for about 6 years. And she was encouraging me because of my age, I was like 49. She said, "I worked in America. If you want to get on," and she knew the marriage wasn't doing too well, she said, "apply for a visa and go to America. You'll fly in America." So I applied for a visa and I got one. And I came back in the lunchtime and I ran into the office and went, "What's that? Is that a visa? Is that a visa?" And she went, "Yeah, you got one." Because I wasn't sure, I was reading it and thinking, oh God. So I went to America in 94. I was 49 years old with a 16-year-old son, adopted son, and 2 suitcases. And you just get on there. People help you there. People are nice. People treat you with respect.
And had you a contact over there?
I had a phone number of someone I never met. But anyway, look, life, if you don't ask, you won't receive.
Well, yeah, it shows courage and determination. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't be able to.
Well, I had
Take on
borrowed.
that
Would have just turned it down, so they would have just,
Yeah, I had borrowed a lot of money. I borrowed then a lot of money. It was 4,500 or something, because you have to pay for visas for the kids. You have to pay for medicals and tickets over and back, and you know, the kids were all in school, and one of them didn't want to go, and that was fair enough. She was 18, she could stay. But I came home then in 2005 and went to work in Blanchardstown Hospital.